All right, Mike, first of all, welcome to Seattle. I think fans are really excited that you're here. What made you want to come here?
There's so much that's special about this place. Really starts with the people, meeting Jody and the leadership team and John and the process and understanding where they came from and their values. It was very obvious that it was aligned with mine. And then just understanding the city and the team and the 12s and the success that we've had here over time and just the great players that are already here. It was just obvious that it was a great opportunity.
Yeah, I love the way you talk about your players and how important they are to the organization, the success of an organization. And why do you feel it's so important that your players play such a significant role?
They have to, right? I mean, they're the ones that are making the plays. They're the ones that are putting it on the line. And I think if you understand that, you can't not but respect, the type of work that it takes, to be successful, because it has to be every day, and it's not easy to put that effort in and have that mentality to bring it every day in order to be successful.
Your former players speak really highly of you, and it's impressive what the things they say about you. You're in your mid-30s. A lot of these young stars in the NFL are in their mid-20s. With that smaller gap in age, does that help in the communication process at all, do you think?
I think so. Sometimes they don't understand my humor, so there's a little bit of a gap there still, but I think so. I mean, it doesn't really matter how old you are. Is your approach to connect and to understand and to teach, and ultimately, do the players feel like you're trying to make them better and putting them into positions where they can succeed. So, yeah, I think it's helpful just being a little bit younger, but I think it's more the approach.
Okay, when you talk about some of the more successful, not just so much coaches in the NFL, but people in life, you talk about authenticity and the importance of it. Why is it so important to you?
Well, it's real, right? I mean, we're trying to build something that's real here, and success is real, and it's not easy. And there's going to be times where you're going to have conversations that aren't easy. But I think if you're coming from the right place, and you're trying to come from a place of compassion and truth. And I think people realize that, and that's why you can build relationships, so ultimately you can get the best out of your people.
I love what you said about being the head coach of this team. You're the head coach, but you want to still coach. You want to call defensive plays, and why is that so important to you?
Well, I can't imagine it doing any other way. I mean, I think it's important to have someone that can kind of touch all areas of the team. And that's why I have such a great affinity for special teams coordinators, because they work with the whole team as well. And it's not easy. But I think when the team is led by a voice and everybody feels like they're getting coached all the time, you're creating an environment where it's a mentality of trying to do the best thing and improve rather than silos and building walls and things like that. I just don't think that's the way to go.
You got a great story behind you. I mean, you're just a young guy, but it's a brief history. But I'm so impressed with the fact that you graduated Georgia, summa cum laude, finance degree. You had all this lined up for the corporate world. You're going to be this big wizard out there. And, I know your dad was like, well, I thought that's where he was going to go. Now he wants to be a football coach. Was there a moment where you thought, you know what, I want to be a coach? Was there one moment back in the day?
Well, I couldn't tell you a lick about finance, so I got good grades, but I didn't really like it very much. So that started it. But I think that's when I was at Cedar Shoals coaching high school football. Being able to connect and see the look in their eye when they were able to do stuff that they couldn't do the day before and build confidence, that's when I was hooked.
Well, I love the fact you went back to that high school to coach, and you're a young guy, and you're telling the varsity coach what to do, and some plays to run, and he listened to you. I mean,
probably too often.
Yeah, but he listened to you, man. That's a lot of respect for a young guy.
Yeah, I think if you come at it from an approach of respect, like to your point, and if you believe in the process of how you've generated those ideas, and to Coach Smith's credit, he created an environment where he was empowering us to do those things. So that's something that I'll take with me.
Okay, one last question for you as we take you back into yesteryear continually. But you were a good football player, a great football player. You say no, but your dad said that's baloney. You were a good player. You're a great athlete in high school. I think baseball and golf are your best sports. When you have a chance and you're not coaching football, what do you like to do?
Well, I like to be with my wife. I like to be with my dog, be outside. We love to travel. Our family's all around the country, so we love to go see our family, my nephews and nieces and stuff. And we'll take one pretty cool trip a year overseas or go somewhere we haven't explored that. So.
Yeah, well, I know fans are looking forward to getting to know you. We're looking forward in the media to getting to know you. So welcome to Seattle.
Thanks a lot. No, likewise, likewise. Thanks, Paul.